You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yes, today we'll be talking about how we can solve this quadratic equation by graphical method. How can we solve it by graphical method? Without wasting of time, you can rewrite this as y is equals to 2x squared minus 3x plus 1. Since we've been given an interval for the values of x, minus 2 to 3, and of course x is the independent variable, y is the dependent variable. So what happens if we have, let's consider when x is minus 2, so we have minus 2, minus 1 is 0, 1, 2, 3. Now having done this, let's check when our x, when x is minus 2, why we assume something according to this equation. For the other methods, we've considered them on our previous videos, so you see where we have the factorization method, completing the square method, general formula method, and some other methods under factorization. You will see them. So for here, we are going to graphical method. So when x is equals to minus 2, what do we have? Our y should be equals to what? 2 open bracket minus 2 all squared open bracket 3 open bracket minus 2 plus 1. So we substituted minus 2 into this equation. So from here we have y to be equals to what? Minus 2 squared, that is 4 times 2, 8. Minus 3 times minus 2, that will give us plus 6, then plus 1. That will give us 14, that is what? 15. So that means here y will be 15. For when x is minus 1, when x is equals to minus 1, what do we have? Substitute minus 1 into this place. So y should be equals to 2 open bracket minus 1 all squared minus 3 open brackets minus 1 then plus 1. What do we have here? Minus 1 squared is 1. 1 times 2, 2. Minus 3 times minus 1, we have 3. So plus 3 plus 1. That gives us 1, 2 plus 3, 5 plus 1, 6. So we have 6. So here we have 6 here. When x is equal to 0, what happens to this equation? Then our y can be equal to 2 open bracket 0 all squared minus 3 open bracket 0 plus 1. 0 all squared is 0 times 2 is still 0. Minus 3 times the 0 is still what? 0 plus 0 then plus 1. Automatically y will become 1. So y is 1 here. What happens when our x is equals to 1? So we are going to be having y to be equals to 2 open bracket 1 all squared minus 3 open bracket 0 plus 1. What do we have here? 2, 1 raised to the power 2 is 1 times 2, we have 2. This is 0, then plus 1, everything becomes 3. Good. So we have 3 here. What happens when our x is equal? When our x is equals to 2, we're going to be having y to be equals to 2, open a bracket of 2 all squared minus 3, open bracket 2 plus 1. So what do we have here? 2 raised to the power 2 is 4 times this, 8 minus 3 times this, we have 6 plus 1. So this becomes 9 minus 6, and that is equals to what? 3. So we are having what? I'm coming, let me check again. 4 times 2, 8 minus this, yes, 9, that is also 3. So when x is 1, we have this 0, 2 plus 1, we add 3, and when x is equals to 3, so y becomes what? 2 open bracket 3 all squared minus 3 open bracket x minus bracket 3 then plus 1. What do we have? That becomes what? 3 squared is 9. 9 times 2, 18 minus 9 plus 1. That becomes 19 minus 9, and that is equals to 10. So there our y is 10. Now, these values will represent it on our graph. So we can plot with this. Now the question is, how do I plot this value with this? Without wasting much time, let's go like this. Fine. So yes, it will cover up a particular space For when x is 2, we have y to be 3, and when y is 3, we have it to be 10. I want you to see this clearly. Now, the largest value of x on the table, go check your table. You will see the highest value of x there is 3. This is our x-axis. Let me draw a straight line. Drawing a straight line. Let me pick my origin from here. If I pick my origin from here, I'm going to be adding this. So adding my origin from here, I'm adding this. Let me pick my origin from this place. This is my origin. This is my origin. So let me extend this. I want to have something a bit big. So I have that. I have this. This is my negative x axis. I explained it in other Cartesian plane. A video for Cartesian plane. 1, 2, 3. So I need something a bit long. This is my positive x axis, positive x axis. Then I can put my, let me pick this as my center, right? So I have this to be so this is my negative y axis. This is my positive y axis. You see that? So this is my y. This is my x axis. So the values of x will fall here on this horizontal line. The values of y will fall here on this vertical line. So what do we have? -1. Now let me pick my scale. What will be my scale? My scale, I can look, if I pick this, it will be short. It's going to be very, very short. So what do? I want to make this 1, this 2, and this 3. So that means I'm picking this to be 1 centimeter. This is 2 centimeters. So this is 2 centimeters representing what? 1 unit. The same thing at the negative side. -1, -2. Okay, I have to extend this. So I have -3 here. So this is my negative x. And this is -3. So here, what do I have? The values here for my y, -2 to okay, for my y, I have the least one there is 1, the highest one is 15. So I can go 5, 10, 15. So I have here to be 5, here to be 10, and here to be 15. Any negative value of y? None. Let me just pick one like -5. None, though I do not have to do this. Yeah, I do not have to. So here, let me write my scale. On the x-axis, I have 2 centimeters representing 1 unit. 2 centimeters to 1 unit. On my y-axis, 2 centimeters to what? 5 units. The increment is by 5. So I have 2 centimeters to 5 units. So let's plot now. How do we plot? -2 to 15. -2 on the x to 15 on y. This is the point. This, you can see where I indicated my addition sign. That is the point. Thank you. -1 to 6. -1 to 6. If this place is 5, how do I locate my 6? Let me count how many lines are here. These are 10 lines here. With another 10 lines here. So to get the value, I need the value for each line. To get the value for each line, 10 plus 10, that is 20. So I'm going to be adding it as 5 over 20. 5 over 20 is 0.25. That means each line is 0.25, and I need additional 1 to add to 5 so that I can land on 6, so I can be on 6. How do I do that? So all I need to do is add this first, this 5, the next line be what? 0.25, 5 plus 0.25, that is 5.25, plus another 0.25, that will be 5.5, plus another 0.25, that will be 5.75, plus another 0.25, that will be exactly 6.0. So this fourth line from 5 is my 6. And I need 6 to 1 minus 1. So this is a line. I use your ruler to trace it to minus 1. So this is, here this is. I have it to be this. Are you saying that? Then what's the next one? I have 0 and 1. My x is 0, my y is 1. X is 0, y is 1. I need 1, right? 1 is 4 lines. I've done this here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the point. That is fine. The next one, 1 and 3. 1 and 3. How do I get 3? This place exactly, this is 0, this is 5. The midpoint is 2.5. This place is 2.5. That's the middle place. So to get 3, this will be, I need 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is it. This is my 3. So I've indicated point 3. What other one do I have to indicate? 2 and 3. 2 and 3. 2 and 3. So I have this. 2 and 3. 2, 1 and 3. 1 is, x is 1. This one is 3. Okay. Then I need what? 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Where is 2? This is 2. This is 3. This is also 3. So I need this place. 2 and 3. This is 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. What else? I need 3 and 10. 3 and 10. 3 and 10. So this is 3 and 10. So how do I draw this? How do I draw this? 3 and 10. Now, the best thing to do there is this. You just plus this again. We have. Okay, let's go. Now, if you look at this point, it's going to affect something. If we move this way, it should be a curve. To move this way, it's going to affect. You can't move this way, then this way. Let's check this point. When x is 1, let's check it. 1 all squared, minus 3, open brackets, 1. Yes, when x is 1, so we have plus 1. This should have been minus 3, so we have 2 minus 3 plus 1, and that should be 0. That means y should be 0 here. So apology for that. So 1 and 0. So this should have been this point. 1 and 0. So from here we can now draw our curve. It should be this way, along this way. So it's better, I don't have a French curve here, but I will improvise. So you need a French curve to get the right answer. So I can move from here. So that's my curve. Now, two things are important. If that is my curve, a French curve will give you a better curve. Use a French curve while doing it. I don't have a French curve for this board, so that's what I'm improvising. So from there, where this curve touches the x-axis, that is the roots of this quadratic equation. So this is where it's touching for me. This is the point. It's also touched here. It touched at exactly 1 for me. So the roots, which we call x, values of x, will be what? Yeah. This is 10, 10. So that is what? 20. So I have 1 divided by 20. Yeah. So that will be, yes, I have 1 divided from here. This is 10. So I have 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0. Okay. I have, okay, let me count it this way. 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.3, 0 0.4, 0 0.5. Yes. So good. So this will be 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.3. So this is 0 0.3. And this is exactly what so I have 0 0.3, 0 0.5. So that's what I'm having as, oh, sorry, 0 0.3. Oh, sorry, I'm correct. I have this. So this is this. This exactly, I have it to be at 0.4. Yeah, that is 0.4 and 1. So my root is what? 0.4, 1. Now, if you have to get the axis of symmetry, the axis of symmetry is the turning point where your curve is turning, where the parabola turns. So we have this, where is it turning? It turns here for me. So you have the axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry will be this. Draw a straight line up, straight line up, straight line up, straight line up. So this is the axis of symmetry. So if you want to locate this place, we're going to form a coordinate here. Where is this to the x-axis? This, yes, this is 0.5, 0.6, 0.7 is 0.7, and this place is what? To the y-axis. This is, yeah, so where is touching it for me? To the y-axis, that's like 0. Each line is 0.025, 0.025, so that's like 0.03. 0.03. What do I mean? Axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry is always this place. We call it axis of symmetry. So axis of symmetry. Now, what is the coordinate of this point? This is the axis of symmetry. It's just the coordinate that we need. I got it to be what? 0.7 for x, trace to x, then trace to y. I got it as minus 0.03. So we have done everything I have to do on this graph. Don't forget, another person can get this to the 0. I mean the axis of symmetry and the vertex. This is a vertex. Let me write something. Let me correct that. This is a vertex. Where this is called, let me call this. This is called axis of symmetry, and this is called what? The minimum value. So this point where it curve, the parabola is formed, exactly the turning point where it turns and down. So that is the point you call it. This is a line of symmetry. This is what we call the line of symmetry. Then you trace it down where that point is turning. You need the axis, the coordinate of that point. That's what I wrote here. And that's what the value is. Trace to my x is 0.7. Trace to my y is minus 0.03. That's close to 0, right? So using your French code will give you a more accurate answer. Thank you for staying with me. You will enjoy this video. Thank you.